It is what it is, Saturday night drive.
All right,
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to the It Is What It Is Saturday day drive today.
because today we are driving into the night.
Yes.
It's still bright outside, summer is here. Oh my god,
Yeah.
summer is here! And if you have seen the intro, we were
Yes.
kind of just vibing already. It's a
Just
wonderful
good
day.
weather, a good time. I mean, it's also like a vacation season more or less in
Is it
Germany
already?
right now. Yeah, because like on Thursday it was let's say national holiday, so
Yeah,
people
true.
have an extended like weekend.
We didn't, obviously.
We didn't. We were working, but still,
Most
the vibes
people.
are like more like vacation vibes and summer vibes, and
Yeah, yesterday I've been in the city
Yeah.
center. It has been so empty, and I don't know why. It has
Really?
been the perfect weather for people to just go out and enjoy, but it was empty. And today it's stacked
Empty.
and crowded.
empty.
Now you gotta wipe it away. Empty! Yeah.
But yeah, that's like the special occasion for today. Probably it's one
weekend.
of the most sunniest and brightest day of the year, like first.
And I can feel it. I can feel
Yeah,
it like
we can feel it, and we
in
were
my body.
thinking, let's do the Saturday day drive for an exchange.
Absolutely.
It's still Saturday night drive, but we're obviously doing it today. So yeah,
We have a lot of explanation to do. We're just joking, actually. So today there are many things going on in Nuremberg. I heard there's the Pulsar Festival.
yes,
And people are outside today. You can really feel it. Because I was in the city today.
people are a lot more active today. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's typical Nuremberg again. Yesterday it was empty. Today it's overcrowded.
yeah,
And
kind of.
There's nothing in between here. But apart from that, brother, how are you?
I'm doing great.
You seem
yeah.
a little bit more chill these days.
Yes, I am chill. It's not even chill. I call it serenity. I really actually learned the past 2 or 3 weeks what it means to be actually like, how do you call it?
Serene.
Calm, serene. Really. And
Yeah.
I had some struggles with it.
Yeah.
But it was quite insightful because I was always like, why I am feeling so neutral but good at the same time. But I wasn't that joyful, happy, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to learn that serenity is the in-between. You're just like, not the extreme of being super happy or like super, let's say, unhappy.
Yeah.
But you're like in between. You're just like calm and serene.
Yeah, you are on the verge of becoming a saint right now at this stage.
Yeah, I'm feeling like that.
Yeah.
No, but it was hard for me to cope because I was always thinking I'm feeling so calm, but at the same time, like the happiness is missing, and I learned it's not being serene is not about being happy.
Did you try to Google it?
What?
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Were you afraid that you're gonna die?
No, I was really afraid. I was feeling kind of robotic actually, but yeah, it was really insightful, and I'm embracing it. I'm just serene. I'm neutral.
Yeah, but how did you deal with it?
Yeah.
Like, what did you do when you? So, I also felt it that you were kind of coping with the situation, but I couldn't
Yeah.
really tell what you're doing about it in the moment.
Yeah.
So, what did you do, man?
I really don't know. I actually thought about faking my reactions, you know, like because I felt so,
What?
yeah. I was
What?
like, maybe I should be more happy at this moment, but I was like, no, it is not like sincerely a super happy, joyful moment. It is good, but it's not that I'm like, you know, it's not on the pendulum. It's not on the extreme side of
Yeah.
being super happy or joyful.
But didn't you feel
No.
kind of numb?
And that's what I said. It frightened me because it feels kind of numb at points. But the baseline is just like being calm, and there are still extremes where I feel like extremely happy. But let's say for this moment being, I learned that when you want to be like serene and calm, your baseline is just more or less neutral. So your happiness, or let's say your calmness throughout the day is not dictated by external factors. You know, I'm really getting along a lot better. But as you can hear right now, I still haven't like figured out how it functions because I can't even put it into words myself.
Yeah.
I just feel that I can like cope with it a lot better, like, or deal with it a lot better than the last few weeks, let's say.
Yeah, but isn't it the same with, you know, I have this feeling when you try to enforce something, when you really want to force a situation to be successful.
I'm just experimenting. I'm just going with the flow.
But I mean, if you try to force something, it most often doesn't get the way it should.
Yeah.
And the moment you let it flow and let just things happen, it kind of works out for you in most cases.
Yes.
And that's, for me at least, so applicable on so many levels, may it be career or personal relations, gaining or losing weight, success while doing sports.
Yes.
If it really should happen, it's going to happen, and you can't do anything about it. So if you put in the work, if you put in the effort, it will happen eventually.
Yes,
and,
of course.
You shouldn't stress yourself about the results and about a specific timeline, because in the end you are trying to achieve the goals in between instead reaching for the overarching goal, which can sometimes make other steps necessary than you initially thought. I don't know if I've been very clear on that. I don't think so, but
I get it. And also, like, at the same time, I don't even know where this journey will lead me, because it's just like so new for me.
Yeah.
You know me a long time, brother. So before that, everything external was all actually triggering an emotional, or let's say a temperament response within me. Either it made me like furious, or it made me sad, or it made me like happy, but almost everything external was affecting or triggering my response.
Yeah.
And right now I'm just like the first time feeling this serenity or deep serenity or calmness, and I can't dictate where it will go. I just have to figure it out. Like I'm just experimenting with it, and I will also just find out if I have to be or want to be calm all the time with every situation. It's also like experimenting with situations, because there are still situations that actually make me mad or something like that.
Yeah.
But I have to figure out, is this a situation worthy of me being impulsive or triggering my impulses, or do I want to stay calm? So I'm just learning also, like regarding the context and the situations where to act like what. But it's, as I said, just experiencing new stuff.
But all in all, I'm happy that it feels good for you.
Yeah, it feels great.
I think that's important when you.
I mean, that's an inside information. The first times we did the Saturday Night Drive podcast, we sometimes, like the first 2 episodes, we had a hard time because I was getting so stressed, or like when I'm driving the car in traffic, it's easy to get on my nerves. So we had a hard time actually filming, because I was like on the verge of like swearing and cussing and being stressed.
Yeah. And
right now I'm so much more calm.
Yeah, but I can tell. I can really tell that there is such a difference. I also it got to that point where I felt stressed out because of you.
Yeah.
And
you see. Yeah, every day making some progress. Yeah.
It's great. It's great to see, because I think that it gives you in the end even more power and more calmness.
That's also, I want to choose if I want to be calm or impulsive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that I want to like be dictated by my habits throughout. I don't want to say I was like that my whole time, or like my whole life. Yeah, I was always mad in traffic. That's not what I want to be. I want to choose. I want to make this conscious decision of, do I want to be calm in this situation, or do I want to be, or do I still want to remain impulsive?
Yeah, but I think that's something healthy. When you're talking about being in control of the situation, or in control of your life, it really starts with you. That you
Definitely.
That you find some sort of methodology how you take decisions, or how you take on challenges, and how you solve problems.
Yes.
I think problem solving is quite an interesting topic, because in my opinion it starts with you. No matter how complex the problem is that you face, you should be able to solve your own problems first. Because
definitely,
in the end, you need to have yourself figured out before you try to figure out the problems of the world. Because otherwise, you will get into new situations by solving a problem, and otherwise you can't be in control, in my opinion.
This is also for me like connected with generally the definition of what it means to solve a problem. You know, just to also like reflect: can I solve this problem? Can I like actually physically take action to solve this problem, or can I not change the circumstances? And the solution to the problem is maybe like distancing yourself generally from the situation, or just changing your mindset. So it's not problem solving per se by taking action. Sometimes you just have to admit yourself, I can't solve this problem, so how can I work around this problem, or just avoid it generally.
And what's also so true is the sentence or the statement, not right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just at the right time. And it is nothing personal, and it's no fail if you admit that. It's no disgrace. Sometimes it takes the most strength to say, okay, you know what, I really want to do this, and I really think that it will improve my life, but not right now.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree.
And patience is something I really had to learn the hard way. So naturally, I'm such an impatient person. I really want to see results overnight, and for most, I would say, challenges, and for most for most problems, that's just not the way it works in life.
Yes.
You have to be consistent. You have to stand up each and every single occasion, each day. You have to follow your plan, and when you are consistent, you will achieve your goal. But the patience that's behind it, it's something you really need to train. And I have learned it the hard way.
Yeah.
But I think that also matches like with the thing I said last episode about myself, that I'm also a very emotional person, and I had to learn rationality. Same goes with patience. I had to learn patience and try to reason my way to being patient.
As with everything, impatience or just the urgent feeling to get active, like at the spot, and be like, you know, this energetic guy who wants to take action immediately, had some ups and also some downs. So I had to learn to actually tell when it's okay to be more patient, or where it's actually more suited to be patient, and where it's okay to just start running towards your goal and being impatient.
Yeah,
but so
there are people like they live with this kind of character all their life. They are impulsive through and through, and they are never changing anything about it. And for me, I'm also an authentic person, I would say, but I know that this is something I really want to change about myself, or have control over myself.
Yes.
In these kind of situations, because I really couldn't think of me willingly accepting this characteristic of myself for the rest of my life, and say, yeah, okay, you know, I know this really, or this really gives me a hard time in certain situations, and I'm just going to accept that it is that way.
Yeah.
And not do anything about it, not even try to work on it.
Yeah.
Because, of course, many people do it out of convenience, but for me, it's convenient to get rid of it. Not get rid of this trait, but to get it under control.
Even if it means that you can't control it 100%, every step forward to actually make some improvement within your control is an improvement. You know, it's better than just saying, I am like that, and I'm just accepting it because it is what it is at that moment.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes more suitable, sometimes less.
Yeah, bro, but you know what?
But yeah, how has your week been? Sorry, we just changed topics so fast. It was interesting. You asked me how I was. And we didn't even like come to talk about your week and generally your mood.
My week is good. It has been good, and although I try to get a workout done tomorrow again, so I really try to get the regularity back into my workout schedule, and this is something I plan for tomorrow. But apart from that, it has been good. But there's something that really sneaks up on me, I would say, every day. I really want to dance, bro.
Yes.
So a couple years back,
Yeah.
we danced every single weekend. I really want to dance again.
I noticed that. I noticed the strong feeling within you to just go out and dance and enjoy an evening.
Yeah, bro. But what about me? I mean, don't you have it? This urge to dance, man.
I too have it. Yeah.
Bro, we did it every time, and I don't need it that often, but bro, I want to dance.
What I want to say, it's not that urgent, the feeling within me. I want to have a good evening and to dance again, but I don't have like the urgent feeling to have it. And it's fair to say, sometimes I have the urgent feeling and you don't have, you know? It's just like, depends on the period of your time, or what you're feeling and longing for.
I always have it. I always have the urge to dance. Ask my wife, she will say, this guy is crazy for dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, but maybe it has something to do with my mother, because she has been a dance teacher for over 30 years. I grew up in a dance school, and yeah, it's kind of what I grew up with, and part of my personality. But yeah, I really want to dance, man. I don't know why there's just, of course I could also dance to electronic music, but it's not the music I really sink into.
Yeah,
it's not my rhythm.
Let's talk about that topic. Yeah, I think I only heard like positive reactions to the Pulsar Festival right now, and I know that people love that festival, but generally speaking, if I had to choose, or what I would prefer is just like a good mixture, you know. I don't per se dislike electronic music, and I think you can also dance from time to time to electronic music, but I also love like good R&B or good hip hop just to dance to. Yeah. And it's missing in Nuremberg, actually.
Yeah, but electronic music really doesn't get me going. It does sometimes, but for when there's like a good hip hop DJ,
yeah,
I could dance all night. And
yes.
I don't have the same trigger for electronic music.
Me neither.
And
electronic music is more like cozy. Yeah.
I really want to make a shout out at this point, because I really have experienced something like this not on a regular basis. There has been one DJ Bird, shout out to you, Julius. Really, I don't know how you do that, but you really have this talent for reading the room, and it was so nice always dancing to your tunes. And yeah, now Barcelona is blessed with this guy in many ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also an opinion, the best DJs, and I know being a DJ is a form of art. Let's say you're practicing art, but I never thought about DJs like the best DJ is the one who can mix two songs or make like the transition the best way possible. But for me, the best DJ was who can read the crowd the best.
Yeah.
Who gets the people going.
Yes.
You know, for me, your primary goal is not even the music per se. The music is just your instrument.
It's a mean of interaction.
It's your mean. Your primary goal is to get people going and to
keep them going.
Yeah, man. To keep them going. Yeah. So yeah.
It's an art for itself to read the room, to play the right music and also like placing the right songs after each other is. I mean, there are many gifted people out there, DJs and musicians, who really have like this feeling, and they mastered their craft, and they know what to do.
And I have nothing but respect for them.
Yeah.
You know, everyone who just tries to like be better or like be good in one domain, I have respect for them.
And I think that there are some audiophiles. There are some audiophilic persons that they really appreciate also the. They have a high focus on these hygiene factors, that a person can really nail the overlay of the songs and the transitions. But for me, there are really like only a few people who get this chemistry straight in a performance.
Yes.
Where you really can feel the difference.
Definitely.
And you can also put that towards football. There's like this these everlasting arguments: Messi or Ronaldo, Ronaldinho or Zidane, and
Kaká.
yeah, or Kaká. And for me, it was always I knew that Zidane has better stats than Ronaldinho, for example. But Ronaldinho was the one who really got me excited.
The magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the magic.
Yeah, the way he touched the ball and played on the field, the way he moved, you never knew what you were getting. Either he was playing shit or he was just putting out this master dribble across the field and then scoring like the most outrageous goal. And it really got me going. But yeah, Zidane is also like undisputed, incredible football player. But for me, what really got my trigger going have always been these guys like Ronaldinho, or also watching Messi play is for me completely different than Ronaldo. Though I respect Ronaldo, and he's also, I put them on the same level. And also
Yes.
for musicians, there are some musicians, they play with their heart, and there are others, they take a different road. They are brilliant technicians. They know their craft, and but also for it may be music, arts, sports, the thing with emotion behind it always gets me going.
Yes.
I think that's also, I think you can also extend this argument to cars. Porsche versus Ferrari.
Almost to everything.
Yeah.
Almost to everything. There are and there always will be people who are actually enjoying like purely rational stats, and I'm fine with that, but that's not me. There has to be this emotional factor.
Yeah.
For example, also, we were driving to Nuremberg today, and then we saw a Ferrari. I don't even know which model.
Yeah.
And me and my brother, we were just laughing and saying like, "What a nice car." And we also had this topic about I would choose that Ferrari over any Lamborghini, always. And
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just symbolizes so much emotion about like the Dolce Vita and the class and the stylishness.
Yeah.
And I don't even am interested in the specs. The Lamborghini could be so much more fuel efficient and faster and stuff like that, but that car is for me purely based on like optics and emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for example.
Yeah, it's true, but that's also I think that's the distinction, because it could be better in every single way, but it sort of doesn't count in for me within the argument. It's a Ferrari, but how do you get this? I really don't know how they do it. How do you get so much emotion into an object?
Yes.
Into a product?
I really don't. Yeah, I don't get it either.
How do you associate? I mean, even Fiat, for example. Fiat, they have been doing great cars back in the day, but
Yes.
right now they are doing a Fiat 500. But they still, I think their main selling argument is the emotion behind it.
And you know, for example, with high luxury cars, I'm more astounded how they put that image on the street or in the minds of people, because I don't think that I've ever seen a Ferrari commercial.
No, it's
So
true.
yeah, you know, so you're wondering how did that image happen?
Yeah, but I think it's
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But they built this kind of heritage. They have a famous Formula One.
Definitely,
team.
I'm on you with that, but it's not like the biggest marketing engine that's trying to shove you down your throat their image all the time.
Yeah, but
You know?
nevertheless, they have been strong in marketing. And what did they do actually? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Maybe it's
Because
also
at some point, I just remember Ferrari is just like this emotional, pure, classy, stylish car. At some point, it just happened.
Yeah, but
And I can even tell you like how that happened.
it's true. But every other year they bring out this one car that tries to push the boundary a little bit further.
Yeah.
It was the Enzo, then it has been the what it was called, the Ferrari LaFerrari.
Yeah.
Now they will bring out another car, and once they bring out these kind of cars, the whole car industry talks about them, and they polarize on a completely different level.
Definitely. And I agree with that. It's completely on a different level.
Yeah. But they really don't put the effort themselves into getting the word out that Ferrari is a nice brand.
Yeah.
They let their customers talk.
Yeah.
And if some sheikh from, I don't know, Abu Dhabi orders his 100th Ferrari, I think that's kind of a statement, because it has this prestige.
Yeah. yeah, also shout out to Ferrari. If you want anyone to appreciate your car and drive it with emotion like me, then give me a Ferrari, please. Yeah. Not even like rent me one. Yeah, just give me one.
Yeah, we can do an It Is What It Is special edition
Yeah.
for you. No, but no kidding. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of Ferrari you look at. Is it an old-timer, a newer Ferrari?
Yeah.
They all have I think they all have this characteristic
Definitely.
that they are like this. But then when you look at the owner, maybe this is something interesting in my opinion. When you look at the owner, the person who decides, yeah, you know what, I want to drive like the more rational.
Yes.
I take the rational decision for.
Yes.
I make the rational product decision.
Yes.
I go for the Porsche, for example.
Yeah.
When they get this Porsche, they kind of get really emotional all of a sudden.
True.
And when they drive this Porsche, I think the main factor is that they have the emotional factor as well, but for themselves, not for they don't express it that way.
Yeah.
But they still do have it.
It's more like, enclosed within them, or like within.
It's an extrinsic versus intrinsic motive that you have behind. Because when you have this emotional car, you want to express yourself with it. You have it, and it's part of you. You park your Ferrari somewhere on the road. Yeah, here I am. Like it's very expressive. When you have the Porsche, you have it for yourself. Or more, I don't see that many Porsches. I don't know, parking in a no parking zone than Ferraris do. But maybe that's just a completely subjective observation by me.
Yes. But I'm totally with you on that. But I was thinking about, let's make a car.
Let's make a car.
Let's make a car. Let's
Yeah.
make an EV car.
We were
I
thinking,
had that topic with my brother and with my father, because we are all car enthusiasts, kinda. And I was like, I bought my dream car 2 years ago, and I still love that car and I fancy it, but not that much anymore because it was just bought, And I was talking about, I still have the feeling material things get special, not by the price tag or anything, but generally material things become like more, let's say, valuable when you put in the effort. And either someone else puts in the effort, and I also think that's with the luxury brands, that they actually like show you that it's like a car made with passion, with detail, and with some kind of like effort, and really, the effort put in. It's not like a car out of like 20,000. It's not even the price tag.
Yes.
Or you can provide the value by putting in your effort. So I was like thinking about an old-timer restoration where I put in my personal time and effort, and
but it's the
working on that car to make it more special. Yeah,
it's the experience you link with an object.
Definitely.
All of a sudden.
Yes.
And that also creates much value. I don't know. Top Gear is a great example for me. So everybody who had watched Top Gear back in the days, or followed the Grand Tour during the last years,
yes.
Jeremy Clarkson, James May, Richard Hammond, they are three television series hosts.
Three Musketeers.
Yeah, they are the Three Musketeers, and Captain Slow Hamster, Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
They always had these specials where they had some sort of crazy trip, and for this trip they had like a budget of £5,000 to £10,000. British pound, and then they had to get a car for this challenge, and the money they had must have lasted for the buy of the car and for the modifications they want to add to it.
Yes.
And they always came out with the craziest cars. Like the challenge would be drive through the Sahara, 5,000 kilometers through the Sahara, and you have to buy a car that's a sports car, and you have to modify it into a desert car. And all of a sudden, they are driving with a very old, with a, I don't know, 2003, 2004 Aston Martin DB7 or DB8, not DB7 obviously, but DB8, DB9, through the desert. And these
Yes.
cars, they look like shit. They are mostly they are already very worn out, have high mileage, and then they modify them. Of course, not by themselves, but by a professional team. But they drive this car, and they really punch it through the desert.
Yes.
They
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
They run it down the ditch. They crash. It's after this
like
trip,
a beat-down car, like really beating it down. Yeah.
They are beating it through and through, and they have to work on it because they always break down. And at the end of the trip, it's the same methodology for each and every single special. At the end of the trip, each and every single one of them is in love with their car.
Yeah.
Mate has been as shitty as it was. They are still in love with it, and you can really feel while watching it that they don't play it. It's just they have spent so much time in this car. They have created this experience. They had the shared emotion and the shared memory with this car, and all of a sudden it's just not an object anymore, but it's a part of you. Or
Yes. True.
It's
For example, my VW Polo, my first car, like it was also like a beater car, like really beat down. But I had so many memories with that car. I still miss it. Like when it comes to emotional value, I still miss that car.
these cars are the best. Shout out to all the beater cars
Yeah,
out there. We love
definitely.
you.
You're taking so much beating, and you don't maybe feel appreciated as a car. But we love beater cars.
I in fact have never been let down by any beater car.
Yeah.
Never.
True.
I never broke down on the side of the road with any kind of beater car.
No,
I had.
nothing. And even if it just made the, let's say, the signs of breaking down, you just ignored it and you just still went through it.
They have the strongest personalities.
I don't even know how many times like the check engine light went on my VW Polo and I still drove like 200 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, I know what you did. Every time the check engine light went on, you knew, oh, it just needs a little bit cool, and then you called me, Tim, do you have some water? And then I came with Warwick down.
Warwick water.
Warwick water. That's not a paid advertisement, but yeah.
Yes.
It's the car drank a lot of Warwick.
Yes.
Only the best for the car, obviously. Yeah, but also I have a Peugeot.
The golden maintenance rule.
Yeah. I have a Peugeot 207.
Mechanics hate these tricks.
Yeah. Don't tell them that you're using Volvic. They are going to ruin your life. But it's not a replacement for oil. Don't do that.
Yes.
You don't want to build a steam engine. Otherwise you would have free energy. No, but I have a Peugeot 207, and we made a road trip with it to France, to the Atlantic coast.
Yes.
And it has been well over 2,000 kilometers. And I really beat this car. So on the way back, I also drove it when we were back on the German Autobahn. I drove it with 190, this little 90 horsepower diesel engine with with 3 people inside, completely loaded. And when we arrived back in Nuremberg, my wife, she always drove that car. She said, "Yeah, it's making a weird noise." And I said, "Yeah, what do you mean?" And then I also joined her drive. And it sounded terrible. It sounded like the wheel is going to fall off.
Yes.
And then we went to the dealer, or not to the dealer, but to the workshop, and she said, "Yeah, the spring just snapped into 2 pieces."
Yeah.
And I imagine 3 days before I was driving with 200 kilometers an hour over the autobahn with this kind of car.
Yeah.
And it easily could have happened
I'm
at
telling
this speed.
you, I wish I could have trusted anyone in my fucking personal life as I trusted this VW Polo or your Peugeot. It's just like,
They are so incredible, these cars. But
crazy.
Oh, here are people. What are they doing?
They are signalizing their counterparts which way to drive.
Please don't run this guy over, dude.
Yes.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay nay.
Now watch me whip, whip.
Watch me nay nay. Yeah. But all in all, brother, I think we owe the audience one from the last time.
Yes.
So
well,
I think we're done for.
We're done.
We're done for today.
All right. There is one thing we wanted to try out. We're being transparent here. I was thinking about if there is a quote that is actually like sticking to you throughout the week. to actually just cite the quote. It's not my own thoughts. It's just a quote that stick with me that week. So yeah, for me it would be a Turkish quote from I don't even know where I got that from. It rhymes a little bit in Turkish, but I love it. It's basically just saying the past is the past and the future is uncertain. So this whole world is just one day, and that day is today.
That's very nice, man.
That stick with me that week.
That's very good. Yeah. Also much truth behind it. A lot of truth, but yeah, the one thing that we owe the audience from the last time is
Yes.
what's poppin'?
Brand new whip just hopping.
Yeah!
It was fucking what's poppin'. How the fuck did I forget what's poppin'? It's like so basic. It's not even like a really complex lyric.
Yeah, but now we did it.
We did it. What's poppin'? Don't mind me, we're just watching. Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Yeah, and on that note, everybody, you can drive straight, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. On that note, everybody, we love you.
Yes.
We are approaching the night now. Sun is almost down. You can take that off. And yeah, never forget, it is what it is.
And you are who you are. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your life.
And love yourself.
Yes.
You're worth it. Take care.